Welcome back to another episode of the Unfinished TBR. I'm Hannah.
I'm Allie.
I'm Casey.
And today is another very special day because it's more Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter so much. Oh, I'm so glad. So both of you guys have read The Prisoner of Azkaban now.
Yes.
So that means we are going to figure out our Patronuses today. Patrona?
Patrona?
It's Latin, so it would be Patrona, right?
I guess.
That's how Latin works, right? I don't know. I didn't take Latin, actually. I don't know why I said that.
Octopus, octopi.
I ran away from the
Octopi
Latin
is
classroom.
actually not one.
Really?
Really. I can't remember what it is, but it's a very odd one. Somebody comment that down below. It's not octopi, but it's something weird. It's not what you think it might be with it not being octopi, but it's something like out in left field. I can't remember. So somebody comment that for us while Allie looks at it.
It's probably just like goose. No, goose is geese. Oh my God, no. Moose. It's like moose, and it's just octopus. Several octopus.
Goose.
Goose. My bad. It's moose. Moose, you don't change. My
It's
bad.
octopuses.
Octopuses
Yeah.
Not octopi.
and not octopus.
While octopi is also used, it's less common and historically considered incorrect, as the word octopus has a Greek origin.
That's what it was. Where it's Greek. It's got the yeah.
That feels weird.
Exactly. That's
We've
what I'm
always
saying.
been told octopi.
Yeah.
Nobody really ever told me that. I just decided it one day.
Decided the other one likely wasn't it.
Yeah,
so
octopuses? That's got to be wrong.
it sounds so weird.
It does weird.
So yeah.
Whoa, long tangent.
Anyway,
Hey, Harry Potter.
welcome back to Harry Potter. And actually, before we get started, I have a special surprise. Oop, for Ellie.
Ooh.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Please be a
it's-
glitter bomb. Please be a glitter bomb.
I wouldn't do that to my parents.
You're right.
Just get it out.
She gave me a frog.
Aw, because our last Harry Potter episode, the Sorting Hat ceremony, she said frogs were cute. So,
I have my own Kingsley.
yes, you have Kingsley now.
That's what I thought. I was like, why are we doing Apprentice to the Villain? Assistant
I'm
to the
sorry.
Villain?
It's where, if you haven't seen the Sorting Hat ceremony, go back and tell us if you think frogs are cute, because Allie was like, frogs are cute.
Frogs are cute.
Certain
Frogs are
ones.
cute.
Certain ones.
Those are.
These are very cute. Tree frogs?
Yes.
I like a good bullfrog. I think bullfrogs are really cute.
Poison dart frogs are cute.
Yes, because they're colorful, but they're
Yeah.
also poison.
Just like our love lives.
Aren't the prettiest
Most
ones?
of college and high school.
Aren't the prettiest ones always the most dangerous?
Yeah.
Oh, so true. So true.
That was Allie in college. It's a compliment and an insult.
I was
wrapped in
At
one.
the
the
same time.
poisonous one, or
You were both hot and poisonous.
to men, or to just people in general.
Oh, just a man.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, I still want to be that way. What are you talking about?
Well, you're married. You're not as toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Aaron's slowly dying and we don't know it. You do keep him away from us.
Hey, a little
That
bit
is
of
true.
death at a time is better than a whole lot of death at once.
That's true.
I had a calculus professor tell me that.
Interesting. Because
Very
calculus was
interesting.
a slow death, I'm guessing.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
It was.
All right, so back to business. We are getting our Patronuses today, hence the Patronus here. It is a buck, not a doe.
A
So, yeah, it's Harry's, okay? I made sure. I didn't want snakes. Anyway, so we are going to be doing the same thing that we do with the Sorting Hat ceremony. We're going to be showing you what the test looks like. And this one is timed. I've warned you guys, this one's timed. So you have to click your answers you got to put your answers down quick. So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to start so that you guys can see what it's like. Okay, so this is the same. This is the same website where we did the sorting hat ceremony. So this is my profile. You can see Gryffindor there. So let's figure out this Patronus, shall we?
Gryffindor.
It says it's better with headphones, but obviously I'm not going to do that.
You do have headphones on.
Just not for this. Isn't this so pretty? The Patronus is a kind of positive force, a protection of the very thing that the Dementor feeds upon: hope, happiness, and the desire to survive. Remus Lupin.
Love Professor Lupin.
I know, isn't he the best? All right, discover your Patronus. The questions are timed. Go with your instincts.
So this is my spirit animal.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Literally.
What if I get a frog?
Dude, that would be hilarious. And again, this is another one of those things, like, it's got such varying questions that there's no way to pin down what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So,
Have you done this before?
I have, and I can't remember what I got.
Okay.
I can't remember. I feel like I got a fox.
Sly.
You're foxy.
Maybe. Oh, thanks. Thanks.
I'm in the sneaky sly side of it.
Dang it. I thought she was flirting with me.
All right. Earlier.
That is true.
I gotta roast you for the camera.
Nobody can know that you flirt back. All right, here we go. Relax. Think of your happiest memory. Sun, wind, rain, sun. Bright or shadow, bright. I have so much anxiety right now. Around, under, over, over. Something is trying to emerge from your wand. Keep going. Oh, free. This is astonishing. You've almost done it.
This is a terrifying thing.
Listen, watch, touch. Watch. Click, drag, and release for your Patronus. Here we go. Your Patronus is a white mare.
Okay.
I'm basically Ginny Weasley, which is funny because that I got Ginny Weasley's wand from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah. That's the one that I bought from Universal.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
so look at
Cool.
here. I'm Ginny Weasley. I wish I could be Ginny Weasley. Okay.
This is why you thought fox, red hair.
Hey, it's all connected.
Red hair, white mare.
Let's see here.
Slam poetry over there.
All right. The Patronus turned. It was cantering back toward Harry across the still surface of the water. It wasn't a horse. It wasn't a unicorn either. It was a stag. It was shining brightly as the moon above. From Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Oh, nice. Some of the cast members did their Patronuses. Matthew Lewis, who played Neville. Tom Felton, who played Draco. Who was Warwick Davis? I'm terrible with names. Who was Warwick Davis?
I only know Tom.
I can't remember Warwick. I'm so sorry.
And Daniel Radcliffe, obviously.
And Daniel Radcliffe, obviously. All right. Yeah. So see how easy that was? That was so easy.
Now, that was like a trip
he
going down
was,
to
Oh,
there.
yeah.
He was
He was the goblin.
yeah.
Oh.
Yes. How cool is
Mini-me.
that? Yes.
This quiz is just like,
Right.
it's kind of scary.
And
it's
going
like,
through the dark woods and
yeah,
stuff.
it's like you're running and you're like, I've got to answer. I've got to answer right now.
Right.
Yeah, like I will not be able to answer as fast as she did.
No.
I'd be sitting there like,
That's why she gave us a heads up.
That was why. So if you can't tell by now, this episode is going to be better watched than listened to. So if you want to turn your screen on, if you haven't already.
yeah, it is pretty quiet.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't really
A lot
have a
of in
lot to say.
between.
We're not really
Right.
we're not really big talkers.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
I barely know these people.
All right, which one of you wants to go first? All right, so this one is Casey.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
My name is now Matthew.
Yes, yeah. If you missed the sorting ceremony, I did. My test was the night before, and I signed my husband up and just let Casey use that as her login. So,
I got the girl. Ha. Alan.
oh, I love being
Okay.
Mrs. Parton. All right, so all you got to do is click on the Patronus down
All right.
there.
So this is my profile. I'm Slytherin.
Yes.
Hence the green.
Yes. I'm very.
Here we go. Add Patronus. Oh, no, we've got fire. Okay.
Okay, so you know how to quickly move the.
Casey and fire do not mix.
No.
Casey didn't want candles at her wedding because she was afraid. She knows how clumsy she is. and
I'd
she
set
didn't
the
want-
altar on fire. You can only
Nice.
discover your Patronus once. The questions are timed. Go with your instincts. If you have testing anxiety, I suggest yoga before this. Here we go.
And it might be that you get different questions again. So
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Relax and think of your happiest memory. I'm a stressful person. I don't know. Most of them are laced with anxiety. So.
somewhere in the background is anxiety.
Sun, wind, rain. Wind. Bone or blood? Blood.
Yeah, definitely a Slytherin.
Yeah, for real.
I'd rather bleed than break a bone. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
If I had to see one of the two, I don't want to see a bone.
Lead,
guess that's
escape, save. Lead? I don't know what that,
That
means.
fits.
I don't know
That
what any of
fits.
these mean.
That does fit.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
The mama.
Oh yeah, she's the mom of the group.
We got a lot of blue. Incredible. You almost produced a corporeal Patronus. This is excellent magic.
You go, girl.
Forever, sometimes. Sometimes? It's that anxiety. You're so close. Keep going. Listen, watch, touch. Listen? Find us on Spotify to listen more.
Yeah. Yeah.
ABP, baby, always be plugging.
Nice.
Click drag to release your Patronus. Your Patronus is a magpie.
Hey,
Ooh, British.
Interesting.
look at you.
It's so cute.
It is. I like it. I like the wings. It looks so ethereal.
Ethereal.
Ethereal. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Dang.
Audiobooks for the win on that one.
Ethereal.
Ethereal. Did you learn that by reading, though?
Yeah.
Good job. You learned a word by reading.
Congratulations. That's such a good vocabulary
face
word.
is-
Nana. It's such a good vocabulary word. I'm so proud of you.
The ethereal
so
bird
red.
scampered across the page.
My face is so red right now.
If it makes you feel better, I thought you were just like putting a fun little twist on it.
Yeah.
Dang it, I told on myself then.
Literally, I just said it
Ethereal.
correctly because I was like, oh, she did a cute thing. I don't know how she said it, though.
Oh God.
Is that how it said?
This is hypocrisy all over again.
I don't know how this always gets turned around.
Hypocrisy at the real.
Oh my gosh. What's yours gonna be? Probably
I'm
nothing.
perfect.
Perfect.
I listen to all my books, so this doesn't happen to me.
This is why. This is why.
Dumb readers over here. Your eyes. Ugh.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Now
funny.
ask me to spell literally anything, including my name. Get tripped up a little bit.
Well, there are like a million different ways to spell Casey, so
Right?
I think you're in the clear. Okay, here we go. Allie's turn.
Here I am.
And you might get even different questions than we had.
Discover your Patronus.
Let's do this.
Begin. Relax. Think of your happiest memory.
My problem is I have short-term memory.
Thorn leaf blade.
Ooh.
Ooh. Thorn leaf blade.
Warm. Warm or cold was the option. Was the two options, and I picked warm.
Nice.
Earth, wood, stone. Ooh. I'm gonna go with wood. I love a good natural wood.
Oh, yeah. The smell of like a cedar chest or something.
My entire kitchen is
unmatched.
like, I saw a claw, or it might have been a fang. Keep going.
Nice.
My whole kitchen is like basically all wood.
That is true.
Wahoo. Oh, give me the gossip. Who? This is astonishing. You've almost done it. Spirit, heart, mind. Heart. Love a good heart. Drag it. Maybe.
Hmm. You didn't get one.
A dolphin!
Hey, how cool is that?
Cool!
I didn't even know that was a
Nice.
choice.
How's it flying? Shouldn't it be in the water?
It's swimming through
It's
the
a
air.
spirit.
It is literally just a figment.
So that is crazy because, like, do you know how many dolphin figurines I had as a child?
So it
I was a
literally.
Harry
Rude.
Potter nerd before,
You even realize?
while I was making fun of the Harry Potter nerd.
That tracks for you.
Yeah, it really does. It
What
really does.
losers? But tell me more.
Lord, that is so cool.
Yeah, I got a dolphin. Yeah, what she said.
Sorry, Hannah. You'll have to bleep my language.
Yeah, yeah. SpongeBob told us what that word meant. Okay. That's a dirty word.
Sorry. Sorry, Mom.
Love it. Love it. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Awesome. So now we all know our Patronuses.
Patroni.
Patroni. That's it. All of the pronunciation stuff, all of the ending stuff is staying in.
Wait,
Yeah.
so do
We're
we
talking
also
about this.
need to get our wand?
Heck, we could. I mean, that's
We
the
have,
last
like-
thing that's left. I don't even know.
We've only been doing this for 35 minutes, and
Yep.
we've so
Heck, go for it.
me?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
since
already
you're-
locked in.
Yeah, so we're just gonna keep going. We're getting Patronuses and wands. We're a little bit behind on the wands. I guess we should have done that whenever we did the sorting. But
First of all, would you describe yourself as average height, short, or tall? I am the perfect average height for the American woman. And
You
nobody
are.
wants to admit that. Everybody say, yeah, sure. Just kidding.
Wait, how tall are you?
5'4".
Is that the perfect height?
Average height.
yep,
Oh.
And your eyes are dark brown / black.
yes, they are.
Was the day on which you were born an even number, an odd number? Odd number.
All of us were odd numbers.
We're
Do
odd
you-
people.
Yes.
Do you most pride
is
yourself
proof.
on your determination, resilience, originality, kindness, intelligence, optimism, or imagination? I pride myself on my kindness. I think I'm very kind.
You are. You're a sweetheart.
If they'd have had humor as an option, though, you'd have chosen that.
100%. 100%.
Also, you're Chandler Bing. So
I'm nice, but I'm funny.
And funny kind of goes along with nice. Nice doesn't always go along with funny.
I think it's backwards.
Really?
I think it could be either because
Yeah.
I've met some people who were kind of funny that weren't very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's some very funny people out there, but I wouldn't want to hang out with them.
I've met some really nice people who are not that funny.
Traveling alone down a deserted road. You reach a crossroads. Do you continue left towards the sea, ahead towards the forest, or right towards the castle? See, okay, here's where it's tough.
That is tough.
Because if I go left to the sea, is it just me on the sea? Because if there's a bunch of people, no. But if it's night, I'm not going to go towards the forest.
Let's assume you are
It's just
100%
me.
by yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
Left towards the sea, then. I love a good beach.
True.
Do you most fear fire, isolation, small spaces, darkness, or heights? All of the
Mice.
above. Mice, yes. I freak out the most with two, and it's darkness and small spaces.
Darkness, really?
Yeah, I do not like the dark.
For a horror movie,
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, but like, I always have a flashlight. I always have my phone. So, but I also, it scares me because of horror movies where people turn the flashlight around. There was one time I was living with mom and dad, and I was staying at the house by myself. It was while I was dating Aaron. And the power went out. And I was on the phone with him, and he was like, Allie, you're either going to have to stay in the house or you're going to have to go out to your car. And I was in my room with the door closed, and I was like bawling my eyes out. And he was like, you're being a bit dramatic. And I was like, you don't understand me. You never had to do this.
Let's break up right now because you don't get me as a person.
I think I am going to go with dark. I don't know. My worst fear is getting buried alive.
That is small spaces.
And it's dark.
Yeah. It's a mixture
And
of
I
both.
always picture that there's a mouse in there with me. But there could be so many mice in the dark. I went with darkness. Okay. In a chest of magical artifacts, which would you choose? A silver dagger, a glittering jewel, a golden key, an ornate mirror, a bound scroll, a dusty bottle, or a black glove?
OJ?
If we know it's magical, I'm gonna go with silver dagger. If I know it's magical, I don't have good aim, and if I could throw it and it was magic and it just right there,
Smart.
Alrighty, my wand is silver lime wood with a dragon core, 12.5 inches, and quite bendy flexibility.
Nice. I think that is close to Draco Malfoy's wand, if I'm not forgetting.
Let's look. This unusual and highly attractive wand wood was greatly in vogue in the 19th century. Demand outstripped supply, and the unscrupulous wand makers dyed substandard woods in an effort to fool purchasers into believing that they had purchased silver lime. The reasons for these wands' desirability lay not only in their unusually handsome appearance, but also because they had a reputation for performing best for seers and those skilled in legilimency, mysterious arts both, which consequently gave the possessor of a silver lime wand considerable status. When demand was at its height, wand maker Arturo Cephalopoulos
Syphilis?
That's all I'm hearing.
That's what I'm hearing. Let's go.
claimed that the association between silver lime and clairvoyance was a falsehood circulated by merchants like oh my god Gerald Ollivander, my own grandfather, who have overstocked their workshops with silver lime and hope to shift their surplus. But Cephalopoulos was a slipshod wand maker and an ignoramus, and nobody, seer or not, was surprised when he went out of business.
Law.
Okay, Hermione Granger's wand was made of vine wood and possessed a dragon heartstring core.
Okay. Maybe that's what I was thinking. I don't know why I latched on to Draco like immediately.
It's Hermione. Are you in that fandom.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry, but canon only, please. Do you know how badly I wanted Ron and Hermione to get together? I am not going to let that go. For some darn
Old
Draco
mouth
stuff.
Okay, granted, I
Nice.
know how it ends. Like, I know who they end up with, but I wouldn't mind if she got with the guy from...
Durmstrang.
Yeah.
Victor Crumb.
Yes, Victor Crumb!
To be fair, Ron
Hermione.
doesn't really deserve Hermione.
No. Hermione.
Hermione. It's so much better in the book. I can't wait for you to
Is
get
it?
there. Yes, I love it. Okay, so my turn.
He's so sweet to her.
Or did you want to go first?
I don't care.
Yeah, he really is. Crumb was him, honestly.
I'm getting close. I'm like a week next on Libby for it.
Hey, nice.
I think I got a week left on Order of the Phoenix, too. I mean, look.
I did go ahead and try to get
It
that
was-
one at the same time so that way they'd be close together.
It was
Nice.
stuck at 4 weeks for like 5.
Somebody kept refreshing, renewing their loan.
I'm like, hey,
That's me
it
with the
never
current
lets
book I'm
me
reading.
do this.
All right, so let's see about this. First of all, would you describe yourself as short? Dark brown. It was an odd number. We were all weirdos. Determination, resilience, originality, kindness, imagination, intelligence, optimism. Imagination.
You're very imaginative, and I like that.
Thanks. You're so kind.
You're just saying that.
No.
Just saying that to be nice to me.
Traveling alone down a deserted road, you reach a crossroads. I really want to go to the castle, but I love the beach so much. That's my dilemma.
Also, is this during the day or during the night?
Yeah, that was my problem. Because if it was
'Cause I ain't
nighttime, I
going
was
nowhere
not
if
going
it's
to
dark.
Yeah, I'm in bed already if
Yeah.
it's dark. During daylight savings time, I'm in bed by like 6. I'm going toward the castle. Do you most fear fire, isolation, small spaces, darkness, heights? Okay, so here's my problem with heights.
You've never been up there.
No.
New things scare her. I'm sorry.
What did I? You know what? I take back the kindness comment that I made.
I told you humor should have been on there. You would have marked it above kindness. It would have been a close race, but humor would have won.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, you're not wrong. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with heights. Really, really big heights don't scare me.
Yes, looking up like that.
No.
Oh.
I mean, like
If something's
very
like
top
really
of a-
tall,
the very top of a building.
yeah,
Looking down doesn't scare me.
yeah, because you know you're gonna die.
I'm gonna
if you
die.
fall off.
But if I was on top of, say, a 3-story building, that might not kill me.
Yeah.
If I fall.
See, I'm so scared of heights
Y'all are
that
insane.
if I'm beside like a tower, it like I have to like
I love it.
going like that. I have to like even if I'm on the ground and I'm like looking up, it's like
That's so strange. I always like looking up at the buildings. I'm like, whoa, that's so tall. I don't want to be up there.
and then
And then I get up there and I'm like, cool, where's the back wall? Hold on. Let me make sure I can grab something.
I didn't realize
No,
that
we're
was
good.
that was also considered a fear of heights until
Oh.
I was working with this guy and he goes, "No, listen, I'm so scared of heights," and he like explained that exact thing and I was like,
That is
Someone
still
put
the
it in
fear
the
of
words.
heights. It's just kind of inverted a little bit. No, I would go skydiving, but
Could never
I
be me.
don't want to be on top of a roof.
I'd push you out of the plane
I wouldn't I
in a
wouldn't.
very kind, you're skydiving way. I would help you, but I would not jump myself.
if
Lol.
I was on a plane and the door was open, I would be having a panic attack.
I'd be like,
I'd be holding on to
in
the,
the
pilot,
center.
like I'd be holding on to the pilot, like, you gotta get us down. You gotta get us down. We went to the Statue of Liberty, and we were gonna go all the way to the top.
Nice.
And so we're climbing, and we just get to the very top of the base. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is already high.
Yeah. So we go outside, and I'm with Mom and Dad. They came on the school trip with me. And I'm like holding on to the base, like trying to get as low to the ground as possible because I didn't realize how tall we were. And Dad was like, Allison, he's trying to make me feel better.
Right.
And he was like, Allison, I read something down there that was like, if this thing tips over, the entire island will flip over. And I was like, get me off this island.
What the heck?
Now I'm drowning on top of falling. Oh my God.
Why? Stanley, what are you doing?
So what I'm hearing is if the fall doesn't get me, the water will.
Yes. Yes. I'm not going to lie. Out of these, I'm probably going to go with fire.
Fire is very scary.
Because I am...
It might not kill you.
Yes.
You're just
Yeah.
3rd-degree burns.
everywhere.
Are serious.
Yes. We graduated with a woman who had to get skin grafts because
Yes.
she had such bad
So,
burns.
I'm going with fire. I don't play with fire, dude. Play with fire, wet the bed is what my papa used to say.
That's an interesting turn of events.
Yeah, I don't want to wet the bed, actually. All right. In a chest of magical artifacts, which would you choose? I kind of want the golden key. I want to see where it goes to, you know?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Your wand is
Alderwood.
alderwood with a unicorn core, 11 inches and slightly springy flexibility. The alder is an unwielding wood, yet I have discovered that its idle owner is not stubborn or obstinate, but often helpful, considerate, and most likable.
They said you weren't obstinate.
That's what I'm hearing. You
she
like
has-
me?
Whereas most wand would seek similarity in the characters of those they will best serve, alder is unusual in that it seems to desire a nature that is, if not precisely opposite to its own, certainly of a markedly different type. My God. Ugh. When an alder wand is happily placed, it becomes a magnificent, loyal helpmate. Of all wand types, alder is best suited to nonverbal spell work, whence comes its reputation for being suitable only for the most advanced witches and wizards.
You like her and she's advanced?
I'm not going to be able to fit through that door.
The people pleaser in her is very excited right now.
Oh, yeah. All right. Casey, it is.
You mean Matthew?
Oh, yeah. Matthew.
Matt Heo.
All right.
All right.
Wand unknown.
Your turn.
First of all, would you describe yourself as average height, short, or tall? Well, I guess I'm tall if you're average and you're short. I thought I was average. I'm 5'7". You all in the comments below discuss if whether Allie's short or not.
Yeah. Yeah, let's have that discussion. Drop it down below. Is Allie short?
Yeah. No one questions if you are. I'm sorry.
I know.
And your eyes. My eyes are hazel.
Yes, they are.
My son's eyes turned brown.
Aww.
He doesn't have my eyes anymore. I used to tell people that's the only thing he got from me, and now it's nothing. Except for my talkativeness. I can attest. You were born an odd number. Yes, because we're all odd.
Yes, we are.
Do you most pride yourself on determination, resilience, originality, kindness, imagination, intelligence, or optimism? I'm not an optimist. That's hilarious. I've never had an original thought ever, and my brother took all the imagination genes. I'm determined, but only in to prove you wrong kind of ways.
That's honestly such a good motivator.
Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh, you're so determined. Thanks, I do everything out of spite.
I'm gonna have to do. Is that determination or resilience?
Resilience is getting back up and keep doing it
That's
no matter
true.
how many
I'm gonna
times
have to go with determination just because I literally chose my career out of spite.
Nice.
So
And you're so good at it.
thanks. Anyways.
Okay.
Traveling alone down a deserted road, you reach a crossroads. Do you continue? Left towards the sea, ahead towards the forest, or right towards the castle? I'm assuming in the daylight, I'm going to the ocean. I could hear water when you did that.
Yeah, no, I chose the castle.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was
I gotta
dark,
explore.
if it specified dark,
I do, but I gotta explore. It's a castle. I gotta act like it's mine.
And then she got the key, and then she has to go figure out where it goes.
Yeah. This is a whole storyline I made for myself because of my imagination. You know, like
I don't have one of those. Ugh.
Okay, what'd you
Do
say?
you fear most? Fire, isolation, small spaces, darkness, or heights? Darkness, no question.
100%.
Oh, right.
I'm afraid of all of these, but
The most is darkness.
I still sleep with a nightlight. In a chest of magical artifacts, which would you choose? A silver dagger, glittering jewel, golden key, black glove, ornate mirror, bound scroll, or dusty bottle?
I love ornate mirrors. Like, I think that they're just absolutely gorgeous. I want them all over my house. But
Right.
whenever it said magic, all I could picture was, like, the haunted mansion of, like, all the ghosts going behind you.
Or
Not for me.
See, I was thinking the Actar mirror that shows you like the scary.
Oh,
She was the beast in it and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Could never be me.
Yeah.
Will never be me.
Oh, dang.
Unfortunately, I'm not African.
Dang it.
I'm going to choose the bound scroll.
Okay.
Ooh, gotta
Study
see
it
what
to
it
figure
says.
out, and then hopefully I can hook up with Hannah later. We can go put the
You
two
wanna
to
hook up with
key.
Hannah?
Heck yeah, you do.
I'm on Matthew right now. Of course I do.
Oh, that's true.
She's answering for Matt.
Okay.
Your wand is cedar wood with a phoenix core, 14.5 inches, and reasonably supple flexibility.
Nice.
We all got flexible
Yes.
ones.
Are all wands flexible?
No.
They're not.
There are some that
okay.
are extremely rigid.
So we're flexible people,
Yes.
for the most part.
All right, so tell us about the cedar wood. Sorry.
Whenever I meet one who carries a cedar wand, I find strength of character and unusual loyalty.
Yes.
My father, Gervasis Ollivander, right? Gervais Ollivander, used always to say, "You will never fool the cedar carrier," and I agree. The cedar wand finds its perfect home where there is. This is going to be my hypocrisy.
What is it?
Perspicacity.
I can't even tell you if you're saying it wrong or
How does
not.
it feel?
I've never read or heard that word that I can remember.
Perspicacity. Allie, have you heard this one?
Let me see it. Is it almost like perspective almost?
Yeah, because the next one's
Perception.
perception.
Right.
Nice.
I don't know how to say it.
$10 word.
Home where there is perspicacity and perception. I would go further than my father, however, in saying that I have never yet met the owner of a cedar wand whom I would care to cross, especially if harm is done to those whom they are fond. The witch or wizard who is well matched with cedar carries the potential to be a frightening adversary, which often comes as a shock to those who have thoughtlessly challenged them.
Dude, how does this fit so perfectly?
It really does.
With
I'm
you being a
super
Slytherin?
nice until you cross me, and then I'm definitely a slit your throat kind of person.
That's
but you've got to
amazing.
push me. Like, I'm totally kind, would never harm anybody until you do something that pushes me over the edge, and I'm like, well, now I don't care anything.
This is
anymore.
amazing.
I'm very Slytherin.
Yes, you are.
The more I read in these categories, the more Slytherin I am. Oh my god, this was touchscreen the whole time. I could have been doing this. Anyways, the wand chooses the wizard. Remember, Mr. Ollivander, Harry Potter, and the Philosopher's Stone.
Nice.
I read that one. You all didn't. You read the Sorcerer's Stone. Bunch of Americans.
We're too American for this.
Now, because I was curious and they didn't read these, I'm going to read them. Hermione Granger. Hermione Granger's wand was made of vinewood and possessed a dragon heartstring core. Owners of vinewood wands are nearly always those who seek a greater purpose, according to Mr. Ollivander. Lord Voldemort, or he who shall not be named, Tom Riddle and Harry Potter were unique in that their wands shared not just the same wand core, but feathers from the same phoenix. Albus Dumbledore, the twinkle-eyed Hogwarts headmaster and powerful wizard, held the much sought-after Elder Wand for a time.
Nice.
I'm going to have to read all of these things later.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. I'm a Slytherin with a magpie and a cedar wand.
How cool is that? I love it. I love it. So now we've figured it all out.
We're true wizards now.
We're full-fledged
Yeah.
wizards.
And we all match what house we were sorted into.
Yes,
so.
if you couldn't tell. If you couldn't tell. We got Gryffindors, we got Slytherin.
We've got Dr. Pepper.
All right. So, thanks for sticking with us, and we are official witches now. It's confirmed now. We've got all of the things.
We're a wizard, Harry.
We are witches.
I'm a blizzard dairy.
So, comment down below what your Hogwarts house, what your Patronus, what your wand is. We want to know it all so that you can join our club of knowing it, being absolute Harry Potter nerds at this point. I always knew I was. I got them corrupted. It's fantastic. So drop us a comment down below. I will put the link for this test in the description if you're wanting to check it out. And we will see you next week for another episode of the Unfinished TBR. Love you. Have a good
Love
week.
you.
Bye.
Bye.